From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. In Uvalde, Texas, 3 more services today for the 21 victims of last week's mass shooting, and several people affected by the shooting attacks are now taking steps toward a possible lawsuit against gunmaker Daniel Defense, claiming the company markets their AR-style weapon towards teens. ABC's Aaron Katursky says one filing includes a teacher.
It's the same teacher that investigators at first said propped open the door to allow the shooter in unobstructed. Now, they've corrected the record to say that the teacher did shut the door. It just didn't lock behind her. But she's more interested now in the gun that she says harmed her and all of those kids and the other 2 teachers that were killed.
Police say the gunman purchased the weapon used in the attack days after he turned 18. After a federal court appearance today, former Trump advisor Peter Navarro talked to reporters about his arrest on contempt of Congress charges for failing to comply with the January 6th House committee subpoena. He claims the committee doesn't have authority to act with criminal charges.
What that kangaroo committee is doing right now is investigating for punitive purposes. They're essentially acting as judge, jury, and executioner.
Navarro was released on bond. 100 days after Russia invaded Ukraine, fierce battles continue in the eastern region. The longer-range HIMARS missiles from the U.S. have now arrived, and Ukrainian forces are receiving training at an undisclosed location. ABC's Britt Clinton is on the ground in Kyiv.
For the Ukrainians, these high, more sophisticated weapons can't come soon enough. They say this is exactly what they need to defend themselves. These are HIMARS. They are more precise. They reach up to 50 miles. And they've come with a guarantee by the Ukrainians that they won't be used to attack Russian territory.
Stocks ending on a down note today. The Dow closing down nearly 350 points. You're listening to ABC News. As COVID cases continue to rise, UCSF held a panel with health experts discussing what Americans can expect as this pandemic continues to linger. Dr. Ashish Shah, the coordinator of the White House COVID response team, says he believes additional vaccinations, boosters, and time will help the virus become more manageable.
You're going to get a very broad range of immunity across the population because people will have been infected with different strains, different variants. You're going to have different vaccines. So I think the ability of the virus to keep finding its way around the wall of immunity is going to get diminished.
In London, thousands waited outside St. Paul's Cathedral as the royal family gathered today for a service on the second day of celebrations, marking Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, marking that 70 years on the throne. Meredith James among the onlookers.
This will be the only ever Platinum Jubilee. There's never going to be anybody who lives as long as this Queen or rules as long as this Queen. It's wonderful.
The Queen was not at today's service. Buckingham Palace said the 96-year-old monarch experienced discomfort after attending yesterday's festivities. At the French Open, Rafael Nadal has advanced to the men's final after Germany's Alexander Zverev injured his ankle. Nadal takes on Casper Ruud for the title. On the women's side, 18-year-old Coco Gauff will play her first Grand Slam final tomorrow. This is ABC News.
Friday nights, 9/8 Central. True crime. Cinematic. Real-life drama. Stunning. The unthinkable. Follow the clues. The Hunt. True crime. 2020. Friday nights, 9/8 Central on ABC.